Good morning, welcome back to Hof Bergmann. So, it's quite snowy at the moment. Just going to check up on all the animals. Yep, they're doing good. Right, they're getting through their hay, which is exactly what I want. So maybe by the end of the day we should give them a total TMR mix, but at the minute I just want them to carry on eating their hay. Pigs are doing good. That's going down very slowly at the moment. Cats are eating a lot more. But as soon as these have grown up, I'm going to sell them. Chickens are doing good. Horses need some work. Or maybe need a bit of hay, I would say. But also, I have got a horse helper switched on, but I'm not sure it works on Hof Bergmann for some reason. So I'm not sure if they get ridden or not at the end of the day. Right, well, because the weather is so horrific, I don't think we'll be cultivating the field, at least until it all melts. But that is what we need to do. How are we doing for milk? 2,459. I think that's worth getting over to the dairy. If we take that over to the dairy, then we can make some more UHT milk. That was a good thing to make, I think. Anything in the sale today? Oh, that's a bit nice. Still out of my price range. Ooh. Now, the question is, firstly, will the harvester reach it? And secondly, will my tractor pull it? Well, that's definitely a deal that's not to be... What's the difference between Spain and Poland? Not a lot. Well, that is definitely something that we can't pass up, I think. Which means that we can take our other trailer back and sell it. Although it's the one I've just bought's probably a bit of a big trailer. But let's go and do that first and retrieve our new trailer. And then we'll get the milk. Get it over to the dairy and we'll do some UHT milk. This only had a capacity of 8,000. The other one's got a capacity of 22,000. So that's going to be much better. Although pulling it when full is going to be another issue. So we're definitely going to have a look at getting a bigger tractor soon, whether it's just renting or whether it's buying. I think we could probably lease it. Now, there's not an awful lot to do in January, so we could follow through to February. And then we can get the cultivating of that field done as well. I'm just going to have to jump out of the game and sort out my dead zones, because at the moment I've got an absolutely massive dead zone on everything. Right, all sorted. Now we're back on the way with much more accurate steering. Yeah, I don't know how ridiculous this trailer's going to look on the back of this, but it was too good a deal to pass up. It's definitely going to help when moving grain around. Right, there's the workshop. I need to get this in, get it repaired, repainted and sold. Don't know how much we'll get from it, but it'll be something, and something is better than nothing. Where's the trigger? There it is. Right. 8,400, so that's actually not that bad. And if I repair it and repaint it, 9,600. So that is pretty good. Happy with that. Right then. So, in effect, I got this trailer for £6,000 with a trade-in. Oh, am I not lined up? There we go. So, it is a bit big. It is a bit big here for this tractor. And I imagine, fully loaded, that's going to have a huge problem. Or at least a little problem. But, we'll give it a go. It's what we've got. I only hope the harvester can reach it. It should be able to. It should be able to. We'll see. But I'll easily be able to fit a field into each trailer load now. So I think what we do is head back to the farm. We'll sort the horses out with a bale of hay or two. And yes, what we need to do is start off the bread production as well, because I no doubt overnight that would have filled up with flour. We couldn't start it before because it had no flour in it. So let's have a look. Right, so yes, and they're storing 3,000 litres of flour in there, waiting for them to use it over here. So let's start bread production. And yep, that's all good. So that should start bringing us in some money as well, once they're selling the bread. Right, I'll put this where it was before. Or where the other one was, I should say. We'll store it over here. There we go. Now, the milk. Let's get some milk taken over to the dairy. I shall see you over there. Right, here we are at the dairy. Going to put the milk over into the production facility over here. There we go. Didn't fancy trying to reverse again. So yeah, I've been thinking on the drive over here, I think it might be the right thing to do to start renting a bit of a bigger tractor. I have got lease to own switch on, and if that's the only thing we're leasing long term, then I don't see it being a big issue from a financial point of view. And if it does get that bad, we can always just return it and stop leasing it, because, well, that's how it works. So I think it might be a good thing to do. It would give us a bit of a faster tractor as well as more powerful. But it may not be required until we start harvesting. So we'll have to see. But yeah, it would definitely be advantageous, I think, to rent a bigger, newer, more powerful tractor. I don't know, we'll see. Alright, now we've dropped that milk off there, I can start off that production. So, where is it? There it is. UHT milk. Activate. And we're storing it. That's good. That's what we want to do. Don't know how quickly that will be done, but maybe by February, and then we'll be able to get a fairly decent price for it as well. Right, I think all we really should be doing now is giving the cows the rest of that TMR mix that's in the trailer, and then we'll forward through to February. The only reason I want to give them that TMR mix is because I don't think they're going to survive through till February with what they've got. And then it may be a case of forwarding through until March, be able to cultivate and get the oats in the ground, but just keeping an eye on all the animals. Probably should have moved the horses inside over winter. Also need to go and check on my garden at some point. Top up the compost. I don't know how quickly it uses it or anything. In the allotment. There we go, that'll do nicely. So as we are here, I should say, let's top up the cow feed. Quite a lot in this mix still. And then we'll go through to February. I'll leave that tractor attached to there. So that gives the cows a fairly decent amount there, which is good. They're going to be just fine. Very little maintenance. They're going to be just fine. Cats will probably need feeding. And the horses are going to need some more hay. So let's just quickly give the horses some hay. If we dump a couple of hay bales over there, they'll be just fine. They could probably also do with some water, actually. It might be better for me to get a separate water tanker for both the goats and the ponies. You can get fairly good ones. Right, let's say 2 bales of hay. There we go. Definitely going to need to make more hay. I'm going to need a square baler for that as well. Luckily, there's a nice cheap John Deere square baler that will make these easily. Where am I going? Oh, I can go through the farm. Right then. In we go. They do have to be topped up properly in winter. I don't know if there's any easy way you can transfer the horses from out here to the stables. I'm not sure there is. You might have to get a trailer. Right, how's that? How's that working? It's not. Why is that not working? Oh no, wait, yes, it has topped up that, but it's... Yep, that's fine. It's going to take them a long time to get through that then. And the water, yeah, the water does need doing. Oh. Let's try and get a bit more accurate with the gateway. We'll close it up so that they're not tempted to run away. Now, let's have a quick look at be under animals. So there is the unstable 10,000 litre one. I think I'd rather get a little bit more of a realistically sized one. See, 2,000 litres is probably not enough. I'd like to get this one, I think. Ah, that's the colour of the rims. Ah. White looks nice. Let's do it. Right, now I think this is actually our fastest vehicle. So let's head over to the store and we're going to get the... Actually, I'm not even sure it'll hook up to this, so let's not do that. I'm going to pop this in here, because when we are going to need to make a mix, we will need it, and that's the next time we are going to need it. Okay. Right then. Right. I'm going to pop over to the store, get the water tanker that we've just bought. About time we've got some newer equipment on the farm. And I've decided what to do with the chickens. So what I'm going to do is, as soon as the second oldest chickens get to reproducing age, and they hit puberty, then I'm going to get the oldest chickens taken to the butchers, and I'll keep doing that as a cycle. So the oldest group of chickens, as long as there's the next group down is hit puberty and started to reproduce, then the oldest chickens can go to the butchers. Right, so I'm going to go pick up this water tanker, and I'm going to top up the horse's water, and then I will see you probably in March, I would think. Right, so you're back with us in February. We've got quite a bit of money from the bread. The cows have run out of food, but most of the other animals are fine. Oh, the cats ran out of food as well, so they've gone massively down in price. I was going to start selling them, but nope. Need them to their health to get back up again. Surprisingly, the allotments are all fantastically sourced. So that's amazing. The bread, I don't seem to be able to deactivate, but that's finished. But yeah, we need to get some food into the cows before we can move on to March. And we're going to do that with maybe 2 or 3 mixes. We've also got a lot of poo and things to clean out. So I've got a feeling that the rest of this episode is going to be feeding and de-pooping the animals. It's only really feeding the cows. But we definitely need to muck out the chickens, the pigs, and everything else. So, I'm going to whack that on. Going to jump in here and see if we can remember what we need in terms of a mix. Now I know it's the rest of this straw bale's got to go in, and then maybe was it 2 or 3 scoops of silage? Can't remember. There we go. So that's in. I can't remember how much hay, but we'll be able to tell because it will be the amount that we're missing in one of these bales. And I'm not sure which bale, so let's have a look. Right, that's a full bale, so it's not that one. Ah, right, okay, so we're missing 4,000 litres in a bale, so let's get 4,000 litres out of this bale, and that should leave us 4,000 litres between the 2 bales as well, which is good. We'll take this down to about 2,000 litres. There. That's about the same as the other one's gone, so that's fine. And then it's going to be a case of getting the silage. Just filling it up with silage now. It may be that the 1 load is enough, I don't know. 10,000 litres in each load. I think it's a 15,000 litre trough. Not certain, but we will find out. I should probably get a different fork for doing silage than I've got for doing manure, because that is not the best thing to be doing, is it? Plus, I might be able to get a bigger silage fork, I don't know yet. For a telehandler? I'm not sure. So you can see that since the end of January, so over the month, the money's come in for the bread. Unfortunately, we'll have to stop that now until we get our oats all done and harvested. Because I can't make any more flour at the moment. I need my the rest of the things for other stuff. So I need the rest of the cereal crops that I've got for other things, like the chicken feed and things like that. Right, I'll get this feed mix finished, and I'll see you in a sec. Right then, well, that's that done. Let's have a look at how full that makes their trough. Ah, it's pretty full actually. I'd be quite happy to leave that there, to be perfectly honest. At least all the just the hay on its own is gone now, which is good news. What I will do though is I'm going to empty this into the mixer, because we need the manure fork for the manure. Just crazy talk. Oh. There we go. And that's the start of making our next mix. Now, what we need to do is to clear out this and probably put some more bedding in too. They seem to have a lot, but it won't hurt to put some more in. Yep, we got a lot of manure in here, which is going to be fantastic when we come around to using it. Just takes a little bit longer to clear out. I think some of our calves have grown up as well, potentially. To keep an eye on the age of some of these cows as well, because I think when they hit sort of, I don't know, maybe 60 months, then we need to take them to the butchers too. Especially the, well, we can the Angus cows, I think we have. But, possibly. Let's have a quick look. Yes, I've got some Angus cows. They are 24 months old at the minute. I've also got some 18-month-old. So yeah, we can think about starting maybe to take the older ones, especially of the Angus cows, because they don't produce any milk, so not overly useful to us. I don't know how many at a time we can fit in the trailer, but if it's 5 at a time, that would be pretty good. Let's get their health back up first, and then we'll worry about that. Right, I'll finish clearing these out, and then we'll get the pigs and the chickens done too. Right, so that's all done. Remember to shut the gate over here this time. There's one more thing that I want to do before we move on to March and we end the episode, and that is to check the used machinery. Okay, so there's some stuff in there. That would be good. That would be pretty amazing. But I think ours is good enough now. That would make things a lot easier. It's double the capacity of ours. We put in whole bales instead of half bales. How much is ours worth? Where is it? Animals. 8,200. And if I take that back to the store, probably about 10,000. I also need to look at maybe leasing a bigger tractor. Something like this would be amazing. How much would that be to lease? £5,000 straight away per work day is 970. Another 2,000 per work hour. That's going to be too much. Let's look at small tractors then. Maybe something similar, but not quite as big. There we go then. So this would be much more reasonable. I know it hasn't got a front linkage, but that doesn't mean it can't have a front linkage. Got something on there anyway. You know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to lease it. And I believe that I can get front hydraulics. This is what I want. Could lease that as well. And because we've got lease to own on, at some point down the line, we could look at purchasing it. But we're leasing it for now. And I think I will get the Silo King. Amazing. So, let's hop over to our new purchase. Now, will this fit on the front? Will that front point linkage fit on the front of this? I really hope it does. Oh, yes it does. Look at that. That's amazing. Although, I'm pretty sure that there's some sort of front linkage thing on there anyway. Have I bought the wrong attachment for it, or is there actually something else that would link onto it? I don't know. I do not know. Well, I'll tell you what, for now, let's unleash this. And we'll figure it out another time. what I want to do right now is take this back, go get my one and bring it back here. In fact, I can start the worker off doing that now, can't I? If we get it emptied of all the silage. We take it out of here and we'll get the worker to bring this back on the 390T while we take our new one over here. And then one last thing I want to do this episode, so I'm going to do a quick job of this, and then one last thing I want to do this episode. Oh no, I don't. No, forget that, because what I was going to do is take some cows over to the butchers, but I need their health to be up to 100%. So forget that. But what we are going to do is get him to bring this over here. While we take this back. I do wonder if I should have gone for a higher power output, but then if we're going to buy this at some point, then we can Oh, I say, you're coming out, are you? It's not like it's my right of way or anything. It's that red car again. That's the one that crashed into me when I was on my bike. Right. So yeah, after we've purchased it, obviously we can make changes to it, we can upgrade the horsepower and things like that, but for now this is going to be exactly what we need. Obviously keep an eye on the sale, if anything else comes up in the meantime, then that's fine too. But this is a bit of a quicker tractor now as well. 24 miles an hour, so not massively quicker, but quicker nonetheless. Alright, let's get over to the 390T. Here we are. Take over from the worker now, and we'll get it into the workshop to get it sold. Let's hope for about 10,000. There we go. We repaint it. Let's see if it goes up more than £118. Just about. A couple of quid. Well, that's alright. We'll sell it. That's 9,000 back in the account. Right. So, I'm going to leave today's episode there. And next month we already have a lot of work lined up. We need to get potatoes in the ground. Where are we? Potatoes. Yes, potatoes in the ground. Oats in the ground. Take some cows to the butchers. And yeah, get a few other bits and pieces sorted as well. But I'm pleased with how this is going. Money's pretty stable at about 40,000 at the minute, so that's also good. And we've got ourselves a new tractor. So, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye for now.